is the second trading day of the week, the 26th of October. Welcome to Frontier Opening Bell. I am boasting Emefeiele. Warm welcome to all of you. Check through the markets as always. Markets always do come first. 3 of the 5 main markets on the continent we cover on a daily basis finished in the negative 33. The EGX down by 0.07% after Medinet Holdings reported is going to float rights issue, which will be listed on the EGX. The share took a back footing of nearly 8% on Monday. The Nairobi Bourse fell by 1.09%. The GSE fell by 1/10. The Nigerian market climbed 12 basis points on the back of gains by household consumer products giants, Unilever as well as PZ. Unilever earnings came in last Friday, better than expected, 9 months. And of course, you've got the FBN Holdings still there, the battle of the billionaires in Nigeria, fighting for the majority ownership of First Bank of Nigeria. FBN Holdings is the parent company. We're yet to have an official statement from the NGX where the shares of FBN Holdings is listed, as well as the Securities and Exchange Commission. Then we got a BRVM up by 15 basis points on Monday. Some of the big names on the bourse went in the positive territory, and that's 190.21, a new high for the BRVM composite. Okay, let's check through the East African market for your top stories this Tuesday. Diaspora remittances in East Africa's largest economy dropped slightly to $309 million in the month of September. And Kenya Airways has been identified as the most expensive airline according to regulators within the Africa space. And Kenya's mortgage firm is looking at 10 billion shillings bond to fund low-cost housing for Kenyans. In Uganda next door, the central bank says total assets up by 17% to 23.5 trillion Uganda shillings at the end of June. That's half-year report. And the business of Mauritius have named a new president. Jean-Pierre Dalla is the new helmsman on the Indian Ocean economy. That is Mauritius. In Nigeria, we got our hands very busy on the first day of the business week. President Buhari launched the new eNaira, which is Africa's first central bank digital currency yesterday. The central bank governor says about 500 million naira has so far been minted and is being circulated, bringing at least close to 40 banks on board. This morning, EcoBank announcing the e-wallet is available for customers of EcoBank Nigeria. Then the central bank chief, Emefeiele, also used Monday to announce a new initiative, what is called the 100 for 100 PPP initiative. That's a funding window for 100 private sector companies in terms of what to call the policy for production and productivity. That's what the PPP stands for. The first phase of the funding initiative through the central bank to cost of imports in dollar terms for Nigeria, promoting local companies, would start from 1st of November. That will be rolled over after the first 100 days, effective 1st of February 2022. We're keeping an eye on this latest development. One of Nigeria's largest commercial bank, UBA, Pan-African Bank, with footprints in more than a dozen African banks in the US and in the UK as well, reported a 9-month earnings that beats the street. Earnings came in very strongly, 36.1% to the uptick. Loan book grew nearly 10%. Interest income about 8.5%, and net profit came in a whopping 35.6%, about 120 billion for January to September 2021. That's an interim unaudited numbers reported by UBA. We had earnings also from some of the big names in Nigeria space, Stanbic IBTC, Unilever, and of course Nestle Nigeria also reported its 9 months earnings on Monday. The market swarming over those numbers. Late last week, the shares of Nestle, Nigeria's largest food giant, climbed on the bourse. The EBID, which is the ECOWAS Bank for Industrial Development, says $68.1 million is being put aside for projects in Kenya, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, and Senegal within the West African corridor. In the meantime, Mali has expelled the ECOWAS representative, Hamidou Boli, on the political crisis the country is facing after the military coup takeover that we saw a couple of months ago. Okay, let's talk to the Southern African space. South Africa is looking to launch a Toyota cross-hybrid vehicle today. We'll see how this goes. South Africa has one of Africa's most industrialized and advanced economy and produce the highest number of vehicles also in sub-Saharan Africa, outside North Africa, where Egypt and Morocco holds a very strong position. The Standard & Poor's have raised MTN up to investment grade as the company looks to cut its debt. Zambia and Turkey are amending their trade investment deals. The outlook is to attract foreign direct investment between Turkey, the country between Asia and Europe, and Zambia, one of the strong economies within the Southern African space. Now, here is the Zimbabwean authorities. The finance minister, Dube, says the country will not adopt the US dollar as a country's sole currency, but will continue to allow the dollar to play along the Zimbabwean dollar for transactions within the country. That's the latest from Zimbabwe. In the meantime, the country's FX deposits grew 55.53% to about $133.77 billion for the month of August 2021. Okay, look into the North African, quite a bit of political issues happening through from Sudan's military coup and what will be the way forward. The United States, overnight announced the suspension of $700 million in aid to Sudan. The new transition government has been toppled after the ousting of President al-Bashir, and the transition government put in place what they call a power sharing administration. That just a few months in the saddle with a whole lot of support coming through from the AFDB, from the World Bank and the IMF and the United States itself under Joe Biden's administration. Now that has been thrown into some sort of chaos as the military coup, the attempted coup and all of that is still being discussed, but the US has suspended funding to Sudan, which is very critical to get the economy back on track. Tunisia is reporting investment in services about $713.4 million in the month of September into the North African economy, despite the political issues being trying to be resolved. October 11th, a new government was put in place in Tunis. In Casablanca, which is Morocco, the stock exchange says investors' confidence index is up 6.5 points to 67.4 points reading as we stretch into the final days of the month of October. And one of the largest telco operators in North Africa and indeed in Europe, Orange, says is pumping $300 million in foreign direct investment into Egypt. That will come, however, in 2022. We'll follow that up for you. And Egypt's infrastructure investment rises 2.3 billion Egyptian pounds in over a 7-year period. That's part of the economic data coming through from the North Africa's largest economy. And that's about it for today. On your Frontier Opening Bell, I am Bosun Emefeiele. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.